All right, excellent fam. Looks like we're live. So, welcome to a second episode of Mortgage Mondays. This is your broker, Javier Alvarez. And I have the pleasure of being today again, once again, accompanied by Madeline King, one of our senior loan officers here at Xcellence Mortgage. And just like last week, guys, we are going to talk about a new program here at Xcellence Mortgage that's actually pretty unique. And this program is for your investor clients. And Madeline's going to tell us all about it. But before we do, remember, guys, we're going to start coming to you at least every 2 weeks here with a Mortgage Monday. And the whole idea is to inform you of the latest mortgage products, answer any mortgage related questions you might have, and of course, be a source of information in anything having to do with mortgage or mortgages. So without further ado, guys, I'm going to go ahead and turn it over to Madeline King. Remember, we're going to keep these very short, 10, 15, 20 minutes max. So I'm going to go ahead and turn it over to her really quick. Madeline, how you doing today?
Hey, I'm doing great. Hi, Javier. Hello, good afternoon, everyone.
And not sure why, and it looks like there's a big delay because I hear you, Madeline. Okay, there we go. I hear you, but I didn't see you on my screen. Sorry about that, guys. There is a delay because we use Zoom to broadcast, and then we broadcast over to Facebook Workplace. So I gotta make sure that I'm not looking at Facebook because then I get a little bit confused. So let me minimize the page here for a moment. But nevertheless, Madeline, I'm gonna go ahead and turn it over to you if you wanna let our agents know about this wonderful program we got going on here.
Absolutely. Awesome. Yes, this is a great program. It's what we refer to as NONI. Okay, so it
No
is
need.
a non-owner, no income verification product. So it's actually a great program for investment borrowers, investment properties, as you had mentioned, Javier.
Okay.
And, are you hearing me okay?
I can hear you perfect. Yes.
Perfect. Okay. So the best feature of this loan product is that there is a no income qualification needed. It's designed for those buyers that want a quick closing, flexibility of not having to show proof of income.
No proof of income at all.
No
No
4506,
W-2s, no
no
W-9s,
W-2s,
no
no pay
verification
stubs.
of employment, no nothing.
That is correct.
Wow.
Okay.
Okay.
That is correct. The way that this loan works is that the qualification is based on the subject property cash flow and
Okay.
not the borrower income or ratios. So what that means is as long as your payment is going to be covered by the rent schedule, in essence, you qualify.
Awesome. And again,
So
this is, like you very well said at the beginning, non-owner, non-income. So let's just specify that it's not for your first-time home buyer. It's for your investor client that
that is,
already owns a primary residence.
you must own a primary residence.
Okay. So you must own a primary residence.
You must have a primary residence.
There's
That,
no there's no verification of income. That's amazing.
yes.
That's amazing. And
Well,
what other what are the qualification guidelines? What else?
that's pretty much it. As long as your ratio,
Credit.
is covered by the rent schedule, the loan qualifies.
Okay.
Now,
So
let
what
me
about
make you,
credit?
yeah, well, we can go as low as 620 score
Okay.
on this product, okay?
620.
And the rent schedule even will go into just using the payments that are principal, it's not even principal, you can be doing interest only loan. So they'll
That's
qualify you
crazy.
based on interest only, taxes, insurance, and an HOA if applicable.
So
So
that makes it you could go interest only, and then that makes it that's great for cash flow. So for the investor that's looking to obviously buy something and actually cash flow from it, you go interest only. That's definitely the way to go.
absolutely, absolutely. And
Um,
the
and
80, the loan to value is 80%.
okay, that's what I was going to ask you
Yeah.
next.
So that's another key
So it does
factor because
require a minimum of 20% down.
20% down.
Okay.
20% down, but your typical investment property,
I think it's
any other
15,
product is
right?
15. So
Right.
with
So an
another
extra five.
5%, you have a much easier, smoother closing. And here's the even more beneficial parts to this. Rates start in the fives.
Wow.
So it's not like you're looking at a hard money loan. The rates
How
start in the
many
fives.
properties can you have? Is there a limit to the amount of investment properties that you can do with this program?
Not with us. No, there's no limit on this program. So you can have, they don't limit how many properties and how many loans to one borrower. So there's no limits on that at all.
So our agent that's working with an investor, they got a good, they have a good amount of money for down payment, but want to leverage your money as much as possible and don't want to be buying all these properties, um, by paying cash, paying the whole home cash. They can go ahead, leverage this program. Super easy to qualify because, again, it doesn't require any form of income verification. And as long as they give their 20% down and the rents that the property generates covers, I don't know if
Exactly
it's
the
got to be
payment.
the whole mortgage or a percentage
It's,
of the
if
mortgage.
you're, yeah, if you're doing an interest only transaction, then they're only going to calculate the interest only payment
Right.
plus the taxes, your insurance, and an HOA if
Right.
applicable.
Wow.
So that's
Okay.
it. As long as they even out, you're fine. There's no, the loan's qualified, but it gets even better. Let me tell you a couple of other things. Um,
Mm-hmm.
there are no reserve requirements on this transaction.
Hmm.
So you don't even have to have money in reserves.
So the cash to close is even it's lower as well because there's no reserves required.
There's no reserve requirements.
Okay. And reserves, Madeline, for those agents who are maybe newer to the business, don't know too much about mortgages, can you explain to us a little bit exactly what are reserves in your typical mortgage loan? What is considered a reserve and typically how many months of reserves is kind of required?
Absolutely. So good question. Yes. Reserves are what the lender wants you to have after the transaction takes place, after the down payment and your closing costs. They'll tell you, okay, so this is all good. You needed $20,000 between your down payment and your closing costs, and now you need to have 6 months of reserves. And if your principal and interest, taxes, and insurance totaled $2,000, you need to have 6 months of your payments. So you would need another $16,000 in reserves,
I got you.
6 months of 2,000,
Meaning in your bank account,
maybe $12,000.
meaning in the bank, right?
Correct. That would
I think
have to
I
be left
confused.
over
I
in
think
your
I
bank.
confused, and I'm sorry, guys. I think I confused reserves with what is it that you need to have?
Escrows,
With what?
with escrows,
Yes, with
impounds?
escrows, right?
Yes. Okay. So they do not require impounds, and there's no hit for your rate for impounds. So if you don't want to do impounds, which some people do consider reserves,
Right.
the escrows, you do not have to have escrows in this product, and there's no adjustment to your rate for not having escrows.
Okay, that's wonderful.
But the reserves is a great feature as well because a lot of your conventional loans must have reserves in these
Right.
products. You don't have that with this.
Okay. Well, that's amazing.
It
All right.
is.
So no reserve requirements. What else can you tell us about this particular loan product?
Well, you can close in less than 20 days because there's no TRID requirement. There's no 3 days that you have to wait for TRID.
Okay.
So that's a huge benefit. People want to turn over, and purchase quickly. Your sellers are very excited to hear that they're going to be able to close in 20 days
Right.
because
So
there's
you
minimal
can
paperwork
you
involved.
can potentially make a stronger offer by maybe putting instead of a 45-day or 35-day closing, maybe doing a 25-day closing.
Correct.
Okay. Purchase and rate, term refi. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Sure. So most, as an agent, you're really interested in your purchase money transactions because that's what you do.
Right.
But keep in mind that this works for a rate and term or for a cash out refi as well. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So you can actually cash out on another investment property under this product to buy your next
Another one.
investment property. So that's something that, you have to keep in mind as well because you have investors who have properties that are already free and clear. We can take a cash out on those to buy your next property.
Okay. Awesome. So you want to then give us the 5 top bullet points on this program real quick, just to kind of run by it real quick?
Okay, absolutely. Something we haven't touched on, gift funds are allowed. So you can actually use the gift, the whole 20% down can be a gift. Okay, that's huge also. So
That's big time.
it doesn't have to have your own funds. Your rates start in the fives, closings in less than 20 days. Um, credit scores can be as low as 620. And the biggest feature here is no income. No income verification, minimal paperwork.
Awesome. All right, guys. So, we wanted to bring this program to you. We think it's an amazing program. Actually, I think we did one not too long ago. Is that right? I think we
Um,
did one for Yishin's client. Was that
yes, as
this
a matter of
program here?
fact, yes, we did.
Okay. So we just did one recently. We had great success. I mean, it closed very quickly. The lender who we work with there, I mean, they're very, like Madeline says, 20, 25 days, we can close these. Super easy, slam dunk loans. So if you have any investors or you're working with and need us to maybe pre-qualify them for this loan, remember guys, we do have several ways of getting in touch with us, and I'm gonna kind of just go over those real quick. All right, let me share my screen with you here. Let's see, where am I at? Okay. So, way number one, guys, remember you can always just go to Xcellence Mortgage and just click contact and just give us a call. We actually do pick up the phone, so just dial the toll-free number and select the right option, and it'll take you either to Madeline or an available loan officer. All right. Next option, guys, is refer a client right in the menu here. You can just go here, put in your potential client's information, put in your information. The moment you submit that, we'll receive an email and we'll definitely get in touch with your client and start the process. Option number 3, guys, remember from your Xcellence Realty website, if you go to excellencerealty.com, this is our new corporate website. And from there, guys, you can click on find an agent, look for yourself. So just put in your name here, look for yourself, go into your profile and simply share your website here. Share your website here with your client. And from there, they can click on mortgage app and click on apply for a loan. And that's it. They can fill out this very simple web form here. As soon as they do that, we get it. And this is pretty much all the information we need, guys, here to do a preliminary pre-qual. So they fill out this information, we get it, we contact your borrower or your client, and again, start the process there. And the fourth option, guys, is your Xcellence Mortgage app. So we've invited everyone to the Xcellence Mortgage app. If you can see it, if you don't have it, contact me, contact Madeline, contact Malika, or just simply call Xcellence Mortgage, and we'll help you get the app installed on your phone. But from your app, guys, there's an option where you can share the loan application. I don't know if you see it or you don't, but you can share the loan application, or you can share the mobile app with your client. Once you share the loan application, they'll receive a link. They can fill out the application. When we get it, we receive, of course, your client's information, and we'll know that it came from you as well. All right, guys, so those are the different ways of potentially getting in touch with us or connecting a client with us. If you do have any questions, feel free to ask them or just comment in this feed here. And of course, we're going to be looking at it and answering any questions here after the live. So once again, guys, we want to keep these short, so we're going to go ahead and let you go. I think for the most part, hopefully you guys understood the gist of the program. But if you do have any questions, just feel free to comment in the feed here or this particular post. And me, Madeline, or anyone at Xcellence Mortgage will be happy to answer any of your questions. So thank you very much, guys. Take care. Bye-bye. Thank you, Madeline.
Bye.
See you soon. Bye-bye.
Thanks. Bye-bye.